In this video, I'd like to give you a few tips on kind of initial inspection of the car before you reinstall the wood. Actually, this stuff can be done at the very beginning before you take the wood out, the old wood. But you'll save some time and effort if you just check a few things to make sure that they're lined up properly. You have to make sure that the cowl, which is this front part of the car, is lined up with all the holes that go into the frame, and the same for the body, for the long sills that are on the inside of the car, that they're all shimmed to an even height at all the bolt locations, and that all the bolts are tight down. Uh, and as far as the body lining up, um, you want to look and see if there's an even margin around the doors, because that's what you're going to have in your final fit, and that the door height is the same as the body height, that it all comes together evenly. um, and you can, there are a lot of door problems that crop up. uh, they can not fit uh, in the same plane at the top as they do at the bottom. Um, there are different things you can do to correct this problem. And at this stage, mainly you want to be concerned with the margins, that you have an even gap all the way around the door. Um, let's go on here. All right, here's how our pieces are going together. Um, you probably noticed while we were working on the pieces there were a lot of big countersink holes, and those were for bolts. They're I think they're number 12 machine screws and T-nuts, or actually they weren't T-nuts because they were assembled from the outside before the sheet metal was put on, which makes things difficult because you have to figure out another well, you have to attach everything from the inside going out, because you can't work through the body when you're doing a repair. So I generally use T-nuts and machine screws, and all those big holes were for brackets. This one here, uh, when these two are together, this gets screwed into that back piece that we made, and there's a bolt that goes through here, through the back piece, to kind of shish kebab everything together. And this is that casting I was talking about. Goes on top of the doorpost, uh, and gets nailed in. And there's a part that this side piece attaches to that also has a lot of bolt holes and things in it, and it all has to be put back together, and this edge has to be radiused so that these little nailing tabs can fit tight against the wood. And the same goes for this back piece and all the way around the whole back perimeter. And here's everything in place, ready to be nailed down. And here, this is your yardstick indicator of exactly where that doorpost goes on the bottom. This is your outer rocker piece that goes at the bottom of the door, and it is the exact length that the body has to be in relation to the front, to the cowl. And there's only one place that doorpost can go at the bottom, and that is when the sheet metal is tight down here.